Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. We're taking a quick look here at Dogecoin, seeing what's going on. Just an update from earlier today's video. We're going to jump right into the back-end data there and just want to say thank you for watching. If you could do me a favor, do the channel a favor, just hit the like button so more people can kind of see this video. It's really helpful. Obviously, comment below if you have any feedback. What we want to look at here, though, with liquidation is just some pretty straightforward stuff. In other words, we can see a lot of liquidation. This hasn't changed too much since we last looked at this. In other words, 10.5 is a heavy concentration of shorts, and then down below, heavier concentration at 9.3. Okay, so this is the 9.3 to 9 cent range, pretty heavy with longs, and of course 10.5 to roughly 11 is the inverse as well for shorts. It's important to know that because those areas commonly get swept. We saw some recent shorts get wiped out, and the longs could be the next target, but we're going to find out and kind of talk about why that probably isn't the case. Just before we do, I want to say thank you to my community members for some phenomenal feedback, getting some really cool new members jumping on over here, and it's been an awesome experience. I think today here so far we've got, what is it, about 9 or 10 new members, but getting about a dozen people per day, 10 to 20 per day. So it's awesome to be able to see that. Thank you so much. Quick little kudos to our community members as well. Nice profits here today with Matic, 68%, AVAX 43%. Was a trade we took yesterday for AVAX, by the way. Atom 74, XRP 51, 21%. That doesn't even include our day trading scalping bot. I'm not going to get into that because you probably saw that earlier today, but we were scalping the crap out of Matic and XRP today. Solana and what was it? Chainlink the day before, if I'm not mistaken. So really cool stuff there. Be sure to check that out. There's limited slots available. So what I want to talk about here, though, is the hourly. No, you know what? Let's work our way down. Let's just quickly double check the hourly later. And just want to kind of clarify with the daily that we're in pretty good shape here. Okay, nothing's changed since we spoke earlier. We're still extremely high on stochastic. We got the money flow index coming down, but if you look at the 4-hour time frame, it's changing a little bit. It's actually looking better. The RSI, of course, is increasing as well, closer to 80. That's considered to be overbought, but also not a bad sign of this uptrend here. Teddy Sequential does tell us we're in overtime, but if you consider this 2 or 3 day consolidation period, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We're about 5 days into this trend. Okay, we could see another 4 more trading days before the price pulls back. All right, so again, just keep in mind, a lot of momentum here, a lot of stuff going on too as far as fundamentals in the back end. Be sure to do your research on this coin. But January is going to be a big month for this coin. This could very well be the pump before the dump. You never truly know. You got to keep in mind a lot of market movers do own Dogecoin, and they can move it in any direction at any time if they want. All right, so keep that in mind. Please keep your head on a swivel and always adjust your stop loss higher if you're in a long position, inverse as well if you're going down. Speaking of down, we do not see any down. They're pretty much all up. All the moving averages are looking good. We're above the 20-day SMA. That's kind of the initial trend setter. I drew this trend line out earlier today where the price action was running concurrent with it. It's since increased because it's kind of contracting with the price, but this is a very positive sign. TD Sequential tells us we're up to a 6. Hypothetically, we could see another 4 or 5 more hours before the next pullback. We are retesting the same level here, roughly at about 10.25. So we just need to recognize that that could be a point of contention for us. Okay? We want to close above that on the 4-hour at the very least to have a chance to be able to retest and break the 10.65 mark. Okay? Taking a look at liquidity and fair value, there is liquidity up here. Of course, we saw that on the charts here in the back end. That's this chunk right here, where we can see between 10.5 and 10.7, 10.8 right in that range. But that is effectively what we're looking at there for liquidity. Another reason why we should expect the price to go up instead of down first, because we're closer to a lot more value. Same thing here, we got a small fair value gap just below the price action, not concerned with that at all. Previous fair value gap at 9.05, upwards of 9.35. Okay. That could potentially get filled eventually, but not even worried about that for the moment. We'll bridge that gap when the price continues to pull back. Keep in mind that is a support level at 9.3 based on previous daily closures. Sometimes I say closers. It's dumb. Anyways, I talk a lot throughout the day. I appreciate your patience. And again, appreciate you hitting that like button if you could. Yeah. Awesome stuff. All right, so 4-hour time frame, we've kind of summarized we're in good shape. Stochastic is swinging upwards. MACD is converging. All extremely positive contributing factors. This coin, it looks like it's ready to explode. We got RSI coming up with the money flow index following. So those are extremely positive signs. Like there's no reason at all to consider a short. So if you're going to take anything away from this conversation, don't take a short. That's what I guess the bottom line there. And again, as soon as I upload the video, the price could do one of these. It's happened before. Trust me, it does happen sometimes. You can't get them all right. But you know, 90% probability of success based on our signals history, I think I'm onto something, okay? That said though, hourly, let's wrap this up here. Quickly to note, TD sequential is overextended. Massively overextended leading into this resistance level, so it's kind of hesitating to break that level. Keep in mind we could see a pullback to this lower fib here at about 9.8 and a potential bounce there. Okay, ideally we bounce off this volume profile here and continue higher if it does come back there. Hypothetically, a good entry would be roughly 9.8, but let's confirm that with Ichimoku and see. Well, okay, maybe not perfect, but it'll be in the upper lead effectively. So this, if you're not familiar with the Ichimoku Cloud, I have a tutorial on how to use it. Make sure you search for that. It's a video from maybe 2-3 years ago. It's a little dated, but it still holds up. I mean dated just because it's old, not because it's irrelevant. DOGE, Ichimoku Cloud is the best indicator you can use for confirmation. It works great on the hourly. Lagging spans free and clear, we're good to go. Conversion lines above the baseline, good to go. We also have the price action above the cloud. So this is 3 out of 3 indications letting us know to leave our long position open. You're probably asking yourself, do we want to open a long position? What does that mean? Well, yes and no. We're kind of overextended leading into this. It would make sense to get the price action and catch it while when it pulls back. But again, I'm more of a buy the dip based on a lot of confirming factors versus just kind of buying the top. Granted, we've bought the top many times recently here with Avalanche, Matic, Solana, and they keep going. So is Doge going to be any different? Probably not. Most coins are going to have a statistical probability of the price going up than going down. So I would highly recommend considering a long position. But again, waiting a couple of hours for a bit better of an entry, to me, that seems okay because I've got so much opportunity in the market. I don't care if I miss this one. Okay? Again, I'm not emotionally invested in the coin either. You shouldn't be. And I don't think anyone else should either. Okay? Again, conversation for another day. We can talk about that at any other time. But for now, Dogecoin looks pretty much primed and ready to rock and roll. Again, potential for pullback. If we do see a pullback, it could be lower fib levels. But at this point, Elliott Wave on multiple timeframes is telling us we're in our third swing. Basically, well, not the third swing, but we've hit our 1, 2, 3. Okay, that really implies that this being a likely 4. They're at about 9.3. We should see a 5. In other words, we should see a higher high at some point, which could put us at 11.1 range, upwards of 12.3. So again, between here and there, that's a decent, 8 to 20%. Okay, so not all that bad. Again, go with the odds. The odds of the matter here is that the price is going to go up, whether or not it's today or tomorrow, or maybe next week. You never truly know. But the overall sentiment, unless Bitcoin drops sub 40,000, we're going to be in pretty good shape here. Okay. All right, so those are my 2 cents. Comment below, please help us grow the community. Make sure you do yourself a favor, check out Bitunix, phenomenal exchange. Highly, highly recommended. And of course, obviously, make sure you jump on over to our Discord, Telegram, or Twitter, whatever floats your boat, so we can all have fun and learn and grow together. Hope you have a great rest of the day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.